Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Thais 2 Realm. And today is February 21st, and I want to discuss a topic that's been going on and that's been in the media, and the media has been covering a lot. And also, it's just a topic that's very sensitive due to the mass shooting that just happened in Florida. So, the topic I'm going to discuss is gun control. It's a lot of different opinions on it from the Second Amendment to the legislature to just individuals. And this is just my take and give on it. With most school shootings, the weapon of choice that's used by the assailant is the AR-15 or the AK-47. And the reason why this particular gun is used is because of the rounds, and it's a semi-automatic weapon. You can kill a lot of people within a short amount of time, and you don't have to stop and reload or anything like that. Versus like if you use just a regular handgun or a rifle. The AR-15, I don't know, you might want to do a little research, but what happens is when that particular gun hit you, it could exit, like for example, it can enter your side and maybe come out your neck or something because it continues to spin, and it can hit you, and the speed of it as well plays a factor. And so I just want to discuss this issue for a few moments. Like I said, all the mass shooters, that's the AR-15 that this weapon is used. It's the weapon of choice. And also, I want to know, why is it that 18-year-olds can go get an AR-15 but can't even purchase alcohol yet? It's so easy for them to get. It shouldn't be that easy to get. The AR-15 is a military weapon. It's used in war. If you look at the damage that it would do to the body if you was to get hit with it, over 300 yards, it'll tear off your arm, basically. And it's a weapon that shouldn't even be, in my opinion, sold on the street. Shouldn't even be sold in gun stores or anything, because it should only be used for military weapons. For the military, in times of war, things like that, when they're overseas or. So why is this particular gun so easy in America for 18-year-olds to receive and get, and they can't even purchase alcohol yet? That just doesn't make any sense to me. And my take on it is that this weapon needs to be banned. I feel like if you're caught selling it, if you're caught trying to buy one, I feel like due to the circumstances, due to all the mass shootings that's been going on over the years, should automatically equal the death penalty. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you put the death penalty on it, people will be more cautious. They won't do it because they know if I buy it or sell it, it's going to be the death penalty. I feel like that's like the only way that you can stop this gun being sold, that it should be banned by the legislature, which in fact that you would actually have to get 2/3 of the Senate to pass for this for the ban to be legal. Because even though the president does have executive rights, the president doesn't have the executive order to actually just sign into effect and ban this particular weapon. But you also have to keep in mind, your local legislature people, your congressmen, your senators, re-election for most of them are coming up soon, I think within 2 years. And I feel like if these particular people do not vote to ban this weapon, it's going to continue to be more mass shootings. Because right now, you got somebody right now sitting in their living room watching what the dude in Florida did, trying to perfect what he did, basically looking at the TV saying, okay, this is the mistakes he's made. That's the mistake he made. Because keep in mind, he walked out with the students. And he would have got away, but the fucking idiot went to McDonald's. And that's how he got caught. So you have people right now trying to perfect what he did. It's like, okay, well, dang, next time if I do it, I can just walk out with the students and I just won't go to McDonald's. But don't ever think you don't have people right now watching TV trying to figure out the mistakes he did to make it perfect next time. And I feel like if your local legislature people, your senators, your congressmen, all that, if they don't vote to ban this weapon, we need to vote them out. It's simple, because you have to look at it. They're not going to care unless it's their child. If it was their child, they got killed in one of these school shootings, they'll ban the weapon immediately. They're not going to care unless it happens to them, because usually that's how people are. They're not going to care about a situation until it actually affects them or it happens to them. Like, for example, anybody in the Congress, if it was one of their children, they'll be ready to ban this weapon. This weapon is not needed on the streets. What is the purpose it serves? It is a mass shooting weapon. It kills multiple people within 60 seconds. It's a weapon, like I said, should only be used and retrieved by the military. It's no way it should be on our streets. And like I said, my stance is if if it was me, but it's not me, but if it was me, if you was caught selling or trying to buy this particular gun, the AR-15 or the AK-47, it should be punishable by death. I think that's the only way we're going to get the point across, that it will not be tolerated. And I guarantee you, it won't be 6 months and it's going to be another mass shooting. And it's going to continue to stop until something's actually done with it. Because what happens is, if you ban this particular weapon, you then force in, if it does happen, because you can't stop nobody from doing what they actually want to do, but if it does happen, they won't be able to kill as many people as that quick. Because I'm going to tell you something, an insight, I don't know if you guys know. What happens is, when there's a mass shooting at a school or a particular place, the police are not equipped with AR-15s and AK-47s. So even though they know a shooter's inside a place or a building or a school or a movie theater, they actually have to wait on SWAT to come, because the police are not equipped to handle those weapons, because you can't just go in there with a handgun trying to fight an AK-47 or an AR-15. So they actually have to wait on SWAT to come in to enter the building, which by then the person could have been killed hundreds of people, so that's like, the regular police are not equipped with that weapon, so they do have to wait on SWAT to come in and actually go in the building. And I feel like, if your local legislature people are not trying to ban this weapon, if they're not trying to make it better, vote them out. Put somebody in that will, because this problem is not going away until the AR-15 or the AK-47 is banned. And like I said before, on my Facebook page, a lot of other factors go into it. I mean, you have mental health issues that goes into this, parenting. Teach your kids not to bully, as well. But the most important factor is, this particular weapon does need to be banned. And like I said, it should be punishable by death penalty, if you're caught selling or trying to buy one. And I think that would get the point across. But I feel like America's not going to do that, because, we have rights. And some, rights are good. I love being an American citizen. I love my rights. But if you look at the other 100 and so countries around the world, they don't have mass shootings. They don't have school shootings. And you have to sit back and ask yourself, why is this? Because in most of those countries, you can't even purchase this particular gun. And if you do, they're going to kill you. They're going to kill you, or you're going to jail. And like I said, most of them countries, it's so hard to even get a gun. If you think about it, all the other 100 and some countries or whatever, you don't hear about mass shootings. And if you think I'm lying, go research yourself. But I feel like that's the only way this problem is going to get solved. You're going to have to ban the AR-15 and the AK-47 for only military use. And that's the only way it's going to go. And like I said, I promise you, it won't even be 6 months, and we'll be right back here, turning on CNN or Fox or whatever news channel you watch, and you're going to see another mass shooting. And it's only going to get worse. And that's just my take and stance on it. Like I said, most legislature people, the senators and people that are in control of the Senate, yeah, they're not going to do it, because they're not going to ban it, because you have gun sales. That's profit. Those guns are very popular. Like I said, gun sales, profit, and when you start increasing money and, in wealth, and, when it's a business, it's a lucrative business as well. They're not going to pass it, because like I said, you have to have 2/3